Good morning, everyone. Today's topic is on landscaping railway stations and railway line. It is very important aspect to landscape the railway stations and railway line because it is used by each and every person while you are staying at railway station and while you are traveling through trains from one station to another stations, so you travel a long distance. During this period you should enjoy the beautiful trees, their flowers, shapes and other things. So it is very important to do the landscaping of railway stations and railway lines through living plants, whether they are foliage or flowering. A well kept and well planted railway platform gives a visitor or a passer by the first impressions about the town. It should be a social obligation on the part of our railway authorities to keep the platforms planted with beautiful trees. Trees offer the passengers a resting place under the hot sun while waiting for the train. Generally, most of the passengers sit below the tree to rest. Concrete seats or benches could be constructed around the trunk or under the canopy for the benefit of the commuters. So, it is a very essential aspect to establish seat below the tree for sitting point of view. Railway stations, besides flowering and foliage trees, the railway authorities can also improve and beautify the platforms with tubs and troughs planted with palms and other attractive plants such as bougainvilleas. Even hanging baskets can be displayed near the booking office or on the pillars of resting sheds and in similar other places. The railway stations are landscaped with avenues of such following beauties as Cassia fistula, amalthus, Cassia nodosa, Peltophorum perugineum, Goldmohar, etc. Railway line, it will be a little hard task to landscape the vast stretches of railway lines compared to landscaping the platforms because it's a very long distance, especially in the drier tracts of the country where there is no availability of water. Fortunately, in India, we have got beautiful flowering trees such as Butea monosperma, Pallas, Cassia fistula, Erythrospis colorata, etc., which can withstand considerable drought conditions. So, for drier regions, you should select these trees like Pallas, Cassia fistula, Amalthus, Erythrospis colorata, etc., because they they grow very well in very little amount of water or even in drought conditions. Only during rainy seasons the water is sufficient to restrain their growth. The landscaping of railway lines possesses some problems. The basic being watering. This can be partly overcome by planting drought resistant trees during the rains. Planting should be deep rooted and non spreading. The trees are to be planted at a specified distance from the tracks as per railway regulations. So that these plants should not during high wind velocities they should not lodge over the tracks to hinder the running of the railway stations and also avoid the accidents. These plants, besides breaking the monotony and dampness of the landscape, will offer shade to the gang workers. The innumerable railway level crossing are the places which can be landscaped with much ease than the railway line, as the gate man will be there to look after the plants. Generally, gate man in the rest period he irrigate the plants, remove the weeds in and around the plants, so even protect it from the grazing animals just by covering it through locally available thorny plants, etc. The gatemen who live there in the houses provided for them can be asked to plant a row of few flowering trees on either side of the lines, on both sides of the gates or in a small group near the gate. The beauty of such trees will not only be enjoyed by the railway passengers but also by the people who pass by the road or wait for the train to pass. The following trees are recommended for planting on railway platform and lines. Ornamental: Albizia procera, Begonia variegata, Cassia fistula, Cassia javanica, Cassia nodosa, Delonix regia, Gladicia maculata, Jacaranda mimisufolia, Lagerostomia species, Michaelia champaca, Peltophorum ferruginum, Polyalthia longifolia, and Saraca india. And economic plants: Anacardium occidental, Abroha carambola, Dalbergia sissu, Mangifera indica, Melia agederac, Shoria robusta, Sutenia mahogany, Tamarindus indica, Tectona grandis, Terminalia arjuna, and Catapa. These are economic plants. They yield some fruits, even some bark, which can be used for commercial point of view. It also generates money. Generally, these economic plants are planted in stretches of railway lines where there is a large area. So, this is very important aspects, that is landscaping of railway platform and railway lines. Thank you for patient hearing.